going on, y'all? I wanted to check out this video from iDubbbz, crying self. Apparently, he's upset with Ethan Klein again somehow. I don't know. It's kind of like his ritual. It's just to obsess over Ethan Klein. Let's see what's happening. See what's going down out here in these streets. Don't forget to hit the hype button if you're able to.
He comes in here sometimes. I got some, he does good work.
There's the quality high.
It's so funny, though. I'm realizing how many people end up, whether they intend to or not, stealing the cadence. I shouldn't say stealing. Whether they intend to not, having the same cadence and way of speaking in certain areas as Hassan or as Destiny. I've seen like the Destiny people, like I think Lonerbox is one of those guys who like he doesn't have his own way of speaking. It literally is like a copy paste of Destiny. And it's like, I can't fucking listen to this shit. Like I avoid this.
You should be avoiding coming on camera and grifting. People should avoid watching your live stream. Someone being a copy of somebody. Ain't you trying to copy Hassan? You call yourself the white Hassan. You just a loser. That's all you are. And the fact that your wife has come on live stream and made more of a wave than you have in months is crazy. Now, I don't know if it's the outfits. That's probably why people want to see, my bad, correction. I said his wife earlier. His husband. I already know people going to be in the comment section. Husband. My bad. I don't know if it's the outfits that his husband wears, but people care more about Anissa live streams in just this small amount of time than they do this guy. That's crazy. That's insane to me, but it makes sense. Definitely, it makes all the sense in the world. He doesn't have talent, and there are simps in this world. It balances out. Yes, he's decaying in real time, metaphorically, of course. That's funny. Y'all cooking him.
But when I was listening to Maple last night, I was like, oh shit, there's some fucking Hassan things coming out here. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't like, it was more of a, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it.
I told y'all, I knew he was going to bring up his daddy. I knew his daddy was going to pop up in conversation somehow, some way. I had a feeling he was going to bring him up. That's how he get down. Like, dang, you can't not mention Hassan or Ethan Klein or Asmongold or the fact that you think that you're an expert in everything Iran. I don't know why that keeps coming up.
It could be an internet accent as well. Better than copying XQC, I guess. Yeah, dude, there is a guy who copies XQC and it's cringe. It's on TikTok, but he does the most over exaggerated like caricature of XQC. It's a vernacular. I gotta look at what vernacular means. You're telling us this isn't you? To be honest, I'm probably one of the most real.
And people was like, my bad. People was calling him like one of these intellectual kind of content creators. They was holding him on like a high damn pedestal. Wow. The mighty have fallen.
People on Twitch. I know that's hard to believe, but I've done a lot of growing and I've shown my rectum to you guys, and I've shown you the darkest parts of my brain, and I've shown you the sweetest, most empathetic parts of my brain. Look at this. This is Iran war cost tracker. And I think it's nice to look at stuff like this, you know, for those who, I mean, I don't think you guys need to see it. I think you guys are well aware. We got a lot of international kids in here. A lot of people from Aussie land. A lot of people from Swaziland in here. A lot of people from the UK, Canada. You don't have too many Americans in here. But for any of the Americans who might be on the edge and say, oh, but I think it's important to kill children overseas. I think it's important. Well, take a look at this number. How many? What is that? That's a billion? That's 7.5 billion? You could.
He's bugging. Hey, what's up, Stu? How you doing?
Have had your entire civilization paid for. Who the fuck says that? Oh, dude, if you pop over to Asmongold's chat, you're going to have plenty of people saying that. All right. I love seeing my tax money go to war crimes. Dude, there's been so many crazy off the cuff moments. There was one I saw yesterday. I don't know who he was. He was a congressman or senator, or maybe he was like the assistant to Pig Hegseth. But there's a clip of him saying like, he was trying to make a point. He's trying to be like strong and make a point. And he was like, this is war. All right. And oh, that's crazy. What the fuck did that icon come from? Twitch emote? I can't believe you have a custom emote of me. He was like, this is war. And then obviously these reporters are like, oh, so you've officially declared that this is war? Like that's what you guys are saying? And he's like, no, they're saying it's a war. The Iranians are saying it's a war. And they're like, you just said it's a war. And he's like, if I said that, I didn't mean it, or some shit like that. I was like, okay. All right, you cringe kid. 7 billion is rookie numbers. Trump is going to make sure he one-ups the Bush administration. I know. I've been watching a little bit of that. Have you guys watched that guy who's been getting a bunch of play lately?
What is wrong?
Because he...
What is wrong with him? I never understood why content creators like burping into the mic. This is weird. Is it like a thing that you want to hear necessarily? Because me as a person that wears headphones, you disgusted. Like you're actually nasty as hell. That's something that I never need to hear. iDubbbz burping. I don't need to hear iDubbbz chirping either. I don't need to hear him talking, let alone burping into my damn ear. He says a way to show that you don't care. That's a nasty ass way to show that. That's pretty sick. You could just not care. I'm like, what? Why do you need to show it?
Predicted the, let me find his YouTube. I mean, I don't know what his qualifications are. It seems like he's in some sort of like class, but they have been fun watches. Even if he's just some random dude, I think a lot of what he talks about is like, what is his name? Professor fucking Sheen? Not Netanyahu. No, that's, no, absolutely not. No, I haven't been watching Netanyahu give lectures. Yes, Professor Zhang, I think that's his name. But it is, I think the main concept that he was pushing in like the game theory law of symmetry was essentially that empires fucking fall, empires lose. And this dude is a shill. What makes you think he's a shill? Also, what the fuck does that mean? I feel like there's a better word to use. He's cuckoo crazy, has some wild Illuminati takes. Really? Dude, I thought like he did not seem like a nutso when I watched this. It's like really, he talks about Illuminati in the interview. What is the interview? But just the concept in general of empires falling, it's like that shit is like very on the nose right. CCP employee. Okay, well that's I can just ignore that comment. You've only been here for a day, though, or you've only been here for 30 minutes at most. The name's Magoo. So I can't trust you with that. Whether you call it Illuminati or Epsteiners, it's still basically the same.
Yo, what's wrong with him? Oh my gosh, I almost just turned this off just now. Like, I almost said, well, guys, we ain't gonna be roasting the iDubbbz today. Not in this moment, because what the hell? What the heezy? That's just foul. Extremely foul. Nasty. Is like his husband and niece in the other room just smiling on at the camera. She looking at her phone like, go ahead, just like I taught you. Burp right into the mic. You said burping is why I can't watch Moist Critical. I knew there was a reason why I didn't watch him. I can't do that. He does that. I must have forgot. I can't watch. No hate, but that's just weird to me. Does he do it during live streams or in videos as well? Because that's just nasty. That's nasty as hell. Like, why? Say he is nasty. Why he gotta constantly be burping on the mic? To prove he's manly or something? I don't know. That's just weird. Couldn't be me. You said just live streams? What the hell is wrong with him? Like, come on. Even if it like slips, you could get to the mute button. Some people, they do it into the mic on purpose. My bad. I ain't trying. I had a bad experience with people burping all, and it was bad.
Same. And Rue doesn't list any sources or studies. All his evidence is just his own views on matters. Well, a lot of this is just conceptual. It's not like you need a study when you actually understand history and you're just speaking strategically about what has happened throughout time. Like that isn't where are your sources. I don't know what happened. The world. I'm not much of a lore guy, to be honest. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but lore really isn't my thing. And that includes like human history, all of that. All of that's lore in my world. And a lot of it's just theory, right? This one's specifically named game theory, the law of asymmetry. I've been watching since I was like 12, bro. Come on. Yeah, but you haven't been in the stream. The streams are different. I think the bar's pretty low and he could be better on Iran, but Professor Zhang is pretty good. Okay, there we go. Finally, a reasonable take that's like, the bar's pretty low. He could be better. I don't even know what that means, though. Like a lot of it, I will say when he talks about when he in one of his videos, he's talking essentially about what Iran has going for them. And he basically says that
hey, what's up, Crystal? How you doing?
The majority of Muslims in Iran are Shia Muslims. And then he connects that to jihad and sacrifice, martyrdom. And he says that's an advantage. And like, ultimately, you can say that about like Anissa was kind of making this point to me while we were watching it. She was like, you can kind of jihad. You can kind of make this point about any of these countries that have been fucking bombed for the past century. And like a lot of it has less to do with jihad and has more to do with the fact that when you're desperate and you don't actually have, like that is your life. You're fighting for your life. It like, what are your options, right? Jihad.
Martyrdom is much of the culture out of
here she come.
Lack of options.
Here she come, bro. Like he can't do nothing without her jumping into the mix. She had to say something, just intrude on the live stream. Do he intrude when you on there showing off the goods? He should. He definitely should come out there and be like, stop, you're my husband. I'm iDubbbz. I have no morals. Stop. He could tell Asmon Gold stop all day. He can't tell his husband stop. She just gotta get on stream. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, I was really interested in this guy's videos. He was talking about Shia Muslims specifically, like being into martyrdom, and I was like, are you sure that's just like a cultural thing?
Yeah.
You have so many of your family members who you love killed and murdered.
Yeah. I mean,
fix the mic, bro.
like if my fucking family was murdered and my town was wiped off the face of the earth, I would be very interested in martyrdom. I'd be very interested in nothing matters. I got to seek vengeance.
And there's power in that.
Yeah.
Like,
Cutting Class says, personally, I would have thought what brought you the most joy would be jerking off like a gibbon on crack.
Yo.
No, Cutting Class. But if you ever have a show with Hassan, don't go crazy afterwards. Hey, listen, man, I have always been one to go crazy. No, I'm a lot more cautious and a lot more like what's the word? Reflective than pedo troll. That's just a fact. And I think anyone who watches the content can see that. Bro is just like leaf in the wind. Less so leaf in the wind. Leaf in the wind's kind of fun, but like being a bit of a, what do you call that? It's a little bit of a social climber / I don't know.
Word.
I forget where I got the original term from, but basically, like, if you think of audiences online as like vines, he's big into like swinging from vine to vine, and that shit's just cringe. And like,
There's no way. First of all, you the queen of cringe. Okay? Your husband is the king. That sounds insane for you to say something like that. Didn't you abandon your entire audience and vine to vine hop onto Hassan? That's you. You did that based on the tutelage of your husband, Anissa. You did whatever she said. He was like, yes, sensei. She was like, stand in that corner. He was like, yes. Watch me and Hassan. He was like, yes. You're a weirdo. Straight loser behavior. Nasty.
yeah, it's grifter territory. It's like there's no principle. Like his positions aren't principled at all. And there's so much like fear and anxiety toward like losing relevancy or having a lull or anything like that, that there's like so much desperation. So he's like constantly lashing out, thinking that his like shitty little empire is going to crumble.
Troll is like the perfect example of putting way too much self-worth into your internet avatar.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah, and it makes sense. Bro doesn't have any friends.
No.
And it's like,
does not have friends.
Yeah, it makes sense why he would think that a lot of these like internet relationships are way more like important and impactful to him than it was for anyone else. And it's like, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, dude. Believe it or not, there are 100 more people in my life than you that are more important. And actually, I've shared intimate moments with. Yeah,
it's crazy because you ain't important to them. You for damn sure, because they would have told you cut your internet off and go get a regular job. If they cared about you, they'd have been like, "Yo, listen, chief, this ain't it. This ain't the one. This ain't the one you should be rocking with."
Intellectually.
And their names aren't.
What is Anissa? How you leaving and run back into the camera? Like real talk. So weird. Keep intimate moments offline. I agree.
The Pope or Jeff Noodles. like they have real names.
Yeah, he may.
Not fucking.
True.
Loader box.
Yeah, they have real names like Jordan or Kareem. I don't know anyone named Kareem though. Yeah, Def Noodles found a new griff. I mean, to be honest, like a lot of these right-wing people have moved who don't have talent just outright. They have essentially like decided for themselves, like, okay, it's true. This is not my thing. Being an entertainer is not my thing. Doing X, Y, and Z is not my thing. I can't even do like a drama slop thing. A lot of them move on to being like local congressmen and shit. So not only do you have Def Noodles, but you have Joey Salads. He was working on that. I'm not sure if he had any success in that. Joey Salads.
You damn near are Def Noodles. Y'all done had almost the same career path, bro. Like, what is you talking about? So why iDubbbz speaking on talent? He has none. Agreed. He had a lot of people fooled. He did not have no damn talent. If he did, he wouldn't be on here doing Anissa. He taking her tutelage and learning nothing. Yeah, this is straight crazy. I don't know how anybody could get anything from his content. He's a very untalented fool.
This is a guy who would drink his own piss, by the way. And then you have Vince Offer, the guy who did the ShamWow commercials. And I think he was jailed for assaulting a prostitute. Yeah. And what else? But yeah, unsurprising, they all end up like right wing. And I met Joey Salads once a few years ago when I was still in retail. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Doodleburb. I briefly met him when we were filming like a, what was it? We were trying to get some footage for Human Cake. And so we were going around to all the, you know, deplorable people and some non-deplorable people and getting contributions for the Human Cake. I wonder what Matt Haas is doing these days and if he'd be willing to spill some tea on
That was one of the nastiest things. I just remembered what he was talking about. Is that the thing he did with Filthy Frank? I swear, Filthy Frank had some good content and he had some stuff that made me sick. Like physically. Oh my gosh, just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. This is crazy. Yeah, nah. What the hell?
Because that would be so funny right now. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, none of us like Matt Haas, so it's not really... I don't think bro would have any sort of tea to spill. Fuck, I have more tea to spill. Still, Billy Mays is laughing from the grave. Haha. What's Onision up to nowadays? Dude, he's gonna fucking run for Congress. For sure. How do you feel about the Albertan separatist movement? I mean, I don't like it. It's very dumb. It's, no, let's not call it dumb. Let's call it remedial. It's very remedial. And, yeah, they don't care about their fellow Albertans and fellow Canadians. It's treasonous. Let's put it elementary. It's elementary. Yeah, they don't care about their fucking fellow Canadians. Alberta will never separate because of Indigenous treaties. Yeah, I mean, I would like that to be the reality, right? If they actually respected the Indigenous in the first place, I would say that you're correct. But because they do not, you know, it's not like any of these people are going to stop to ask the question. If they had more power, then I would believe it. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Brandon Herrera is in politics now as well. Me and my fellow Canadian commies all feel it's a U.S. ploy to steal Canada's oil. And, well, yeah, I mean, fucking everything that might be beneficial, you know? If it's not oil, it's water. If it's not that, it's just general power, energy, land, whatever they can extract from elsewhere.
What is he even talking about? It's just because it's iDubbbz saying it that it sounds so stupid or corny or boring or just like I shouldn't be listening to anything he says at all. This is why Anissa doesn't like that. Crazy. Yeah, this dude is a loser, bro. I don't know how anyone could watch him long term without someone doing commentary and roasting the flames out of him on a daily basis. A
lot of the Alberta separatism movement is funded by America. Totally. And it would be so easy to bait these people. Like, you'll see these, we saw one the other day, or a couple the other day. They were outside of Costco, and it was so fucking lame without their Alberta flags. Like there was only 2 of them. I'm like, you guys fucking suck, dude. Like this, you got no movement here, and it's good. I think when you take care of the people and there's a little bit more of like solidarity among the classes, then you're in a much better position to like not let this sort of thing like take hold and fester. Like, what are they trying to achieve, dude? I don't know. It's freaky. Well, it's okay. So I think the problem is basically with the Alberta separatist movement, all they focus on, like a lot of the MAGA people, they only think about what like could potentially benefit them in the fantasy world, that everything operates as they see it in their head, which is like, oh, we're absorbed by the US. And we're essentially, I don't think they think about taxes. They basically say like, oh, we won't be taxed on anything in that event. But it's like, no, it ends up being a wash. You're just trading daddies. You have a stepdad now, and he's more abusive.
What? I don't even want to make the comment I was going to make anymore. I don't know how we got there. If anyone edits that for me, if I ever eventually do find an editor, cut that out. Maybe I'm talking to myself in the editing room. Flip that if you can. Like, what the heck is wrong with him?
You have a more abusive stepdad. Congratulations. They don't think about the indigenous treaties. They don't think about like what that even means for like existing relationships and traveling in between the provinces, because you're no longer taken care of. The Scorched Legume guy is getting popular. Maybe he could run for president of Canada, dude. The time when we're electing like a complete.
You said you get edit for me, no trolling. I don't know about that. I don't know. You be trolling. Nah, I don't know. You can't trust that.
Completely fucking anonymous VTuber is the day I end it all. That's the day.
What?
You're like.
The hell? That got dark. Darker than me. And that's a lot of dark. Anyway, I think that this dude, Hassan Jr., because remember, Anissa, his husband, is the junior, and he's the junior of her. So underneath, that would be, he's the junior. Anyway, I think he's a loser that no one should take seriously. Just straight clown. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype button if you're watching this clipped up.